Now, do you want to explain for all the grandkids that game? How you play the game and what it's called?
I don't know if I should say that word or not. Yeah. Anyway, we used to play a game that we called Hot Ass. And the like half a dozen or more boys stood in a circle. We had a chair, and one boy was it, and he had to stoop down over this chair and put his head down on the chair, and somebody of the boys would step up and give him a real hard whack on the butt. And then he would come up and guess which of the boys hit him. And if he didn't guess the right one, he had to go down again. And so on until he guessed the right one. Once he guessed the right one that hit him, that boy had to go down. And the same thing was repeated. And we used to have a lot of fun like that. And this English guy that was our driver, his name was Rick Fiennes. He was watching us, and he was chuckling about it, and he kind of had it in for Irvin, Simon's Irvin. And when Irvin went down, Ricky stepped in the crowd and gave Irvin a humongous whack on his butt. And Irvin turned around and jumped around. He was hurting pretty bad. Of course, we all laughed, had fun with it, but Irvin Irvin really had a hard time of it. Anyway, it was kind of a stupid game, but we would play it all the time.
You know, you never taught us that game.
I don't know if any girls had ever played it. Yeah.
Didn't you play a game? Didn't you play a game where all the boys would throw their hat in the middle of a ring too?
That was a wrestling. If a bunch of boys were together, and we got two boys to wrestle, and we didn't know who was going to wrestle who, but we threw all the hats in a pile, our hats. And sometimes a girl came along and picked out two hats, and those two boys had to wrestle. We did that a lot too.
Did you get picked a lot?
Not really. I did get picked now and then. But I was not bragging, but I was the strongest one in the bunch. I could handle anybody in the bunch that I wrestled with, and they all knew it.
So you never lost.
Simon's Noah. He was a little, yeah, no, he was just a few months younger than I was. But he always wanted to wrestle me. And I would usually make short ends of it. I could take him right down on the ground in a hurry, hold him there until he said, "I give up." And later in life, I don't know, a year or two later, Noah grew up pretty well. He got to be pretty strong. But they lived someplace else. I think they had moved to Canada. And when they came down to visit, Noah wanted to wrestle me because he knew he was a lot stronger than what he used to be. And so I agreed, I'll wrestle him. And I just about couldn't get him down, but I finally won. But he had gotten pretty strong.